Shin, Heisuke, you may both just be cooked. What's up, guys? I'm Rapunzel here, and here to do a breakdown / live reaction review to chapter 186 of Sakamoto, which is known as I Don't Know, but there's a sandworm on the first page. I am intrigued because part of me doesn't get the reference, but I feel like I should. I don't know why. For some reason, my brain is screaming Ben 10, but I know that's definitely not it. But I'm excited. So let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, man, I feel like I only glaze Suzuki Sensei because of their, like, action paneling, which, of course, it's Sakamoto days. Naturally, I'm going to. But just their sheer overall artistic quality is fantastic. And they're one of the few who only makes their designs better by coloring. Like, I don't know. Nakaba Suzuki, another Suzuki Sensei that I do know, he almost consistently makes his designs worse when he colors them in. And I love him. I love Nakaba Suzuki. I have issues with him, but I love Nakaba Suzuki. But the other Suzuki Sensei, who I think is a fantastic action writer, a fantastic action choreographer, a fantastic character writer, whenever he colors things in, they get worse. I don't know how. It's a me thing. But I've seen other people complain too, so I know it's not just the me thing. But for Suzuki Sensei, Yuto Suzuki Sensei, they're just built like that. I don't think there's a single character color-wise that I dislike. I do admit some of the clothing color is interesting, like the light blue in combination with the desaturated purple and the bright pink wristbands is interesting, but at least for Shin's base color design, I like it. I can picture him blonde, and it works out just fine. And overall, the fit, it kind of matches Shin's sort of thrown together appeal as a character. Heisuke, wearing that same, ironically, a slightly more saturated purple, works for him, and obviously he just has black hair, which makes sense considering how he's drawing the manga. I mean, Akira is like a little off, but not even really. I think the blue hair does work for them, and I've seen it enough that it doesn't even register to me anymore. And Rion also has the blue hair. And once again, that signifier and connection between those two characters works really, really well. And the bright pink, the light blue, I want to say, maybe possibly turquoise, and the bright yellow does also work out for her. And once again, I do like how in this color page, she's sort of, and actually, now I think about it, this color page may low-key be signifying stuff, because we have Shin running away in terror from this unknown beast, which presumably is going to be our hunter, whose name I already forgot, but he's the one unrevealed facially member of the Order. We finally got to see him last chapter. It didn't even click, and I've already forgotten his name, but still, that's him. We got him, and just like everyone else predicted in last week's comments, I also do agree. Yeah, it seems like this is going to be our Heisuke buff. Like, he's actually going to get something out of this prison because, obviously, the hunter guy is a hunter. He's a spilgooter shooter. Well, not necessarily. He's a bow and arrow user. But, obviously, Heisuke is another... Bang! Like, he be lighting people up, alright? So, him getting lifted up into the air and having a good time with this unknown beast is just like a certain individual. Bada bing, bada boom. Gonna get lifted up by the unknown beast and hopefully become better as a fighter. That's gonna be Heisuke's training. That's gonna be interesting. And of course, Rion's niece, Akira here, works well, if only for the fact that technically, this is what she's doing right now. The unknown beast bursting out of the ground knocked her over. Left her in an unstable and unsecure spot. Kind of like how she's in an unstable and unsecure spot in the narrative right now, considering she's currently just tracing behind Uzuki, which is extremely dangerous considering he's half Sakamoto right now. And while Rion is in there, she's clearly not in there enough to the point where Uzuki has fully certain control to her. So she's kind of in an unknown, knocked over spot, and we're still wondering what she's going to do in the narrative. Meanwhile, Big Moto kind of just looks clean. And he's leading the way in a completely different direction, one, signifying his strength in leading the way, and two, also literally just mentioning the fact that he's nowhere near the scenario, and he's not really reacting to the unknown beast, presumably because, like, it doesn't matter to him right now, because he's currently training against the other actual Order members, not Alkamar. So, like, this thing's cooking. And of course, Nagumo, on his own, on an animal, completely untouched and far away while observing the entire scenario, once again kind of fits his role in the narrative right now, as a guy kind of just doing his own thing. He's just vibing. So overall, Suzuki Sensei not only managed to deliver a fire cover page with a unique background, but also somehow built it into the narrative somewhat. But of course, that's me like dragging out the most roundabout and broad interpretations of this. And once again, complimenting their, man, this like, even the drawing of this camera is so good. Suzuki Sensei, why do you cook so much? But essentially, this drawing is also really, really good too. The green, obviously, works with Sakamoto, like it's one of his main color schemes. Interesting, this is like a really desaturated yellow, or like almost a saturated brown here, but I think that also works for Sakamoto. The bright green, obviously I love the silver hair on Sakamoto, and I actually do like the compliments of the color design. The bright orange backpack works, and Nagumo being in a tank top with the all gray and the black, once again, sort of fits his character really, really well. And him having black hair makes sense. That's the thing. Everything with Suzuki-sensei cooks. I don't know how. It's so good. Like, oh, obviously, I'm also worried for the anime. I haven't actually looked too much into it, but I'm worried for it. But still, at the same time, I hope it gets done well. Especially after seeing how Blue Lock Season 2 has been going so far. It's like, please, get one of the weekly manga I cover well. Please! But with that being the case, let's not waste any more time. Let's actually hop right into chapter 186. It really isn't on these first two pages. Let's see. Oh, 186, Today's Fortune. Oh, Atari's room on floor B3. Once again, interesting. I wonder who's down there. And why are these guards unless these guards are secretly like the strongest characters in the verse, I have no idea why they're on floor B3 unless we were just lied to. Let's see. I don't like ketchup, but it's yummy. You know, I've always been more of a honey mustard guy myself. Like, I'll put honey mustard on anything. But recently, since I've been trying to like shave off some poundage, ketchup's only like 20 calories. And it doesn't taste bad. Like, it's not even like I never liked ketchup. No, I do like ketchup. In fact, I was blasphemous for the longest time. When I was younger, I didn't put, I know some people are going to be like, Pencil, you're insane. But I put ketchup on my hot dogs. I didn't put mustard because I was a madman. Even though mustard is even less, like mustard is basically 0 calories. So technically, honey mustard, it's all the darn carbs in the honey that jack that thing up to extreme amounts. And like, the honey mustard I use is really low calorie. It's like 45 calories. But still, it's more than ketchup, which is more than regular mustard. But overall, I'd say ketchup's fine. It's fine. It goes good with pretty much everything. I get it. I'm more of a honey mustard guy just because I was raised that way, right? Like, honey mustard's always been there. And I've always had a sweet tooth, too. And ketchup technically is sweet, but not to the same sweet that honey mustard is, because obviously there's no honey. So, like, I get it. Atari. But at the same time, I agree with Broski. It is yummy. No, I'm not gonna gamble it. there's a joke there. No, I only eat white things. It's up like Suzuki-sensei threw it, but I'm not catching it. I'm not catching it because I forget. I think she's probably the same age as Shin, but I'm not risking it. I'm not. Hold on. We're going. I don't think the age has been revealed yet though. Hold on. Atari, Sakamoto days. Oh, it shouts to all the people who noted that yes. She was right. 3 people did end up dying today. It wasn't the 3 cockroaches. It was very specifically those 3 brothers that we saw in the antlion chamber. So, y'all were cooking. My brain completely slipped on that. But let me see. Yeah, there ain't no age. So that joke, Suzuki-sensei. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, there ain't just nothing there. So, Suzuki-sensei, I see the layup. I'm just gonna make a joke about mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is kind of like, it's funky, right? When I was younger, I loved the McChicken. Back in my day, the McChicken was $1. I never buy McChickens anymore because they cost a portion of my soul. And I only say that because they're no longer $1. But back in the day, I never necessarily liked mayonnaise. But then I started eating McChickens. And for a long time, I got them plain because I was weird. Like, well, not necessarily weird. I know, like, palates change. Like, before when I was younger, I was very, very picky. I did not like to eat a lot of things. I was like, give me bland, basic burgers, give me bland, basic chicken sandwiches, bada bing, bada boom. And what I remember, though admittedly my memory is garbage, so this may be a completely made-up memory in my own head. I think I was with my grandfather, and I asked for a McChicken, and he got it for me with everything on it. But by the time I realized everything was on it, we'd already drove it away from the McDonald's. And I remember just eating it, and there was just mayonnaise and lettuce. That's all that's on the McChicken as far as I know, plus the bread and the chicken. And then, ever since, mayonnaise is cool. I would put it like on the... And again, it's on a lot of stuff I do eat now that I think about it. I put it on like the bottom of my condiment list. I'm trying to think. Yeah, out of all the sauces, like it's not as good as ketchup, not as good as honey mustard. Honestly, the thing is though, I think it's if I'm ranking it, if I'm ever gonna do like a condiment ranking, I think it would have to be up there because of how versatile it is. Like, what am I putting mustard on? Like just generic regular mustard. I think mustard tastes better when on certain things, like a hot dog. But like that's all I put mustard on. I put honey mustard on everything else, so that's like my top tier. Strangely enough, like orange sauce from Panda Express, also that's something I put on darn near everything now. Like I don't even care. I'll slap it. I put that thing on hot dogs because I'm just strange. Same thing with sweet sauce from Panda Express. Yeah, I think mayonnaise would be the bottom, but I won't deny its versatility. It's everywhere. So like I get it, Atari, but let's see. Why are you eating now? Oh, because I might not get to eat for a while. Oh, oh, that's omurice, I presume. I was like, wait, what is she even eating? That is nice. That's adorable how they put a heart on it. But still, oh, what does that mean? What do you mean and why do you say might? Aren't you a fortune teller? Shouldn't you know? But might not be able to eat for a while. Is she gonna kidnap? So does that mean that Mr. Demek's Design Zigbar is coming in to do something crazy? Let's see. Huh? Miss Hoshi, Mr. Daikyo? We're going to escape today. Oh, today. Oh, so okay. I wonder. Once again, it's hard to tell with Suzuki Sensei because, like, we just had the museum arc, which I'd say is the longest running arc in the series. Like, I feel like I was covering the museum arc for a while, which isn't a bad thing. I actually like the museum arc until the end. Well, I'm once again, I need to just sit down and, like, actually complete that retrospective on that. I actually haven't even done I've been doing so many things recently that it's like that video that I keep saying I'm gonna make. It may never get made, but. Like, sometimes the arc's really, really long, but sometimes they're short. But definitely, we still are in a training arc. Because even if they break out of the jail now, the jail is only meant to be a subsect of the training arc. Because the main training arc, at least for Shin, was supposed to be with Atari herself. And obviously, we've only seen Sakamoto fight one order member. We still haven't seen Sakamoto versus Shin. Or no, we haven't seen Sakamoto versus Shishiba. We haven't seen Sakamoto versus Osaragi. We haven't even seen Sakamoto versus Kamihate. Though I wonder how much training he's going to get from that. Sakamoto versus Tanabata. It is Tanabata. I remember repeating it over and over again. It's Tanabata because I kept saying Tanabanta and it's Tanabata. We haven't seen any of that. We've already seen him versus Taurus though. But I'm assuming we're going to get a Taurus rematch just to show how much stronger Sakamoto's got. And so, like, that's also a necessity. So we still have a lot of stuff up in the air for this training arc. So I guess technically the sub arc of the jail would probably be ending, but probably not the training arc. And why is your forehead so Don't. I know. I'm calling out the forehead. But I also have a massive one. I was like, what? What do you mean Shh. Well, the other guards are sleeping. Oh, interesting. Atani, why are you suddenly... The three of us will have extremely bad luck today. Uh-oh. If we stay here, we'll die for sure. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? It's not like Uzuki would have any reason to capture her alive. If anything, just taking out the JA fortune teller would just be good, because then it would lose a lot of power as an organization. Considering it's revealed that Atari is a big reason that a lot of their jobs and, like, their organizations and their investments go very, very well. So yeah, just removing her would be smart to do. Let's see. Oh, and they don't even realize that. Oh, and no, I forgot. She says at least. So at a bare minimum 3. So we've already lost 3. That doesn't mean more lives can't be lost. So let's see. Don't tell me you meant the 3 of us. Mm-hmm. I thought it was those roaches. That was a joke. Yeah, I mean, it's weird to say, right? Because technically lives are lives. But, like, if you think about it, we're covered in, like, thousands of living organisms. I forget what they're called. It's not dust mites, though those are a thing too. But, like, apparently we're just massive living ecosystems, on top of the fact that we internally are massive living ecosystems. And then internally we're massive living ecosystems. Like, we have all of our gut bacteria, which are all alive and constantly dying and giving birth at every single instant. So, like, if you were to go on the grand scheme of things, you do sort of have to start tiering life. Like, there's the microscopic life, then there's the endoscopic life, then there's the cellular life, then there's the insectoid life. Even then, I feel like I've skipped a couple tiers. But it would make sense that the roaches probably wouldn't count. Those are just the fake out built in my Suzuki Sensei. Well, I don't mind. Hey, all right, go fight. And then once again, she said, now that I realize she said only at least, the door is open. But let's see. But we're guards. We can't let a prisoner escape. Would you rather die? I mean, like, she right, though. Like, especially, like, if I know for a fact that this is a person who's right 99.9% of the time, and I clearly already have faith in her predictions. Yeah. I don't think I want that small. I don't think I want to take the chance. Then again, though, they could get in trouble for trying to break her out. And considering the JA, they probably will get. But let's see. But can we really escape if our luck is that bad? We can change our fates with lucky items. It really? I mean, I don't know. The Sakamoto Days universe technically doesn't have a power system like ki or chakra or magic or anything like that. But it is a strange universe, so I wouldn't be shocked if this is actually true. Lucky items. My lucky item today is my soulmate. I'll go find him on floor B. Oh, okay. Huh, so we're expediting the arc. So we aren't even going to get a floor B3. Huh. Oh, because I've seen some people complaining in my comments about the length of this arc so far, at least the present. No, some people just complain about following Shin, which, you know, I get it. Maybe you don't find a Shin as interesting as Sakamoto, which I understand. But I wonder if those complaints echoed back to Suzuki Sensei, because that feels weird. It felt like we set up that 3-tiered structure so Atari would be the end goal. Like, we would work our way down to her. So the fact that she just already got to B2, that's kind of crazy. I don't know. One second. My lucky item today is my soulmate. I'll go find him on floor B2. I'm convinced it's Heisuke. I'm all. I don't have money, but I almost put money down on that Heisuke. One second. But Miss Atari, this is too dangerous. Floor B2 is a lawless labyrinth ruled by assassins. They've rebuilt everything to go, so it no longer conforms to our map. Don't worry, I'm a very lucky person. Why are you in jail then? Why are you in jail then? Why are you in jail? Okay. Don't worry, I'm a very lucky person. But you said your luck is terrible today. That too. And like, I mean, I guess everyone does have their lucky person, like the person they have absolute. But that's again, I think of people who I have absolute faith in. I wouldn't consider anybody lucky. Like, it's not like I hang out with somebody and I win the lottery. Like, that doesn't work. Or at least I don't have someone like that myself. Do y'all? Do y'all have a person that's like your lucky individual, like the person you go to? I have people who I have faith in, but not luck. Luck is a little bit too abstract. I know a person who is extremely lucky, but I wouldn't say being around them raised my luck really at all. If anything, being around them, maybe like they drained whatever little luck I had and added it to their own. Let's see. Miss Atari, what's my lucky item? If I had that, I'd feel a little better. Your lucky item, Mr. Daikyo, is a tiger. What? Miss Atari? Huh? What sort of person is your soulmate? Oh, well, I don't know exactly, but my fortune says we have something in common. I mean, it could just be Shin, but once again, especially at the rate that this arc is progressing, I'd spend that whole, like, first 5 minutes breaking down that cover page. It'd be so weird if it wasn't Heisuke. Because what is he gonna get? What is he gonna get from this arc? I mean, maybe his trading arc will take place post-prison? Still maybe with the arrow guy, but, like, that seems so weird if we're just gonna not gonna do anything with it. Oh, what's your time? What's your time, Miss Atari? A young Gary Oldman. I have the image in my head. Young Gary Oldman. Depending on who this looks like. Whoa. Action filmmaker. That's literally Shin. That is I hate. Yo. If this is true, dog. Tell me that's not Shin. Tell me that's not Shin. I guess it is just Shin. And then something, but it'd be so weird. I could have sworn it was gonna be Heisuke. Please get something from this arc, bro. Please. Because then really, if we really end the arc, or at least end the prison section of this arc, this chapter, then Heisuke literally got nothing. He was forced into this for no reason. Let's see. A young Gary Oldman. Oh, totally. Get serious, you two. I mean, yeah, you are walking a floor of whole assassins. Let's see. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. So they are built like that. All right. I was about to say, there's no way the guards of B3 are just not built like that. At least one of them is. Wow. That's a lot of faith Atari has, because, like, those got relatively close, and she still blitzed them. That's impressive. Who are you? Huh? Well, it looks like only one of them is built like that. Oh, a live guard. Quite the rare visitor. And you've come to my room. How unlucky for you. See, look. So, looks like, is this going to be a whole chapter? We're halfway through the chapter. I guess we're going to be following this trio. Higuchi. He was a death row inmate, but he vanished 3 years ago, right before his execution. So he's been living on floor B2. I mean, if floor B2 basically is, like, life, might as well. Let's see. It's been a while since I've done the good deed of taking out the trash. Wait a minute. I think that's same. No, I think he died. I was going to say, wait. I remember. Wait, hold on. Is that who? Higuchi. Because I remember that there was that guy from the Sakamoto's past arc who was all about good deeds. Oh, yeah! You want to talk about a callback? Golly! Alright, I didn't know you were still. Who died? Somebody died. Was it the poison guy? Yeah, I think maybe it was the... I could have sworn he died. I did not die. He Gucci. Golly gee willikers, fellas. Well, he made it. And he's no longer bald. He grew his hair out. Yeah, I think it works for him. He lost his glasses. So a little bit of... Then again, she has glasses. She could take him back and he could get his old look back. But still, alright, neat. Callback to callback. Wasn't expecting that. Here he comes. Uh-oh. And the floor is rigged. Oh, but she... Why is she so built like this? Who are you? Wait, what voice? No, I don't think it was around. I was about to say, what voice did I give him? But I don't remember. I don't think I ever gave him a voice. You don't know which tiles have triggers, do you? No. What voice? I literally just gave him a voice based on who I thought he was. Alive guard. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him with that voice. Even though I think if I was going off the initial read I gave him, I think I would have given him a different voice because the whole good deed stuff. Let's see. You don't know which tiles have triggers, do you? I can't laugh in that voice. I can only hit like the weird Ganon laugh when I put my register that low. Let's see. Impossible! We'll never survive a room like this on bad luck day. We're goners! I mean, like, clearly you already are. You're still alive. Let's see. Don't worry. To counter a bad luck fortune, we need a good fortune. Oh, interesting. Oh, so we are just... Okay, so... Then again, yeah, we've had ESP since the start of the series. So there is some sort of magical power system in this universe. It's just not a universal one. Let's see. Atari's supernatural power is to accurately predict her own fortune. Oh. Direction, southwest. Oh, weave? So she can choose the best course of action at any time and place. That's still that's impressive though on like a speed front. So she's genuinely pretty powerful, or at least like speed wise. Because like Higuchi wasn't. I mean, he was a joke to presumably a near prime, if not soft prime Sakamoto. But outside of that, like this guy was not a weakling. So the fact that she, who looks like just a regular girl for the most part, is able to hardcore react. She throws out her prediction, reads it, and then reacts in time perfectly. And it doesn't even look like her hair, unless this is meant to be her hair. Maybe that's a little bit of a lock getting cut, but she reacts in time to a launched attack from this close of a range. That's pretty impressive. Let's see. Boom! And like, look at the force of the impact of that. Achoo! Oh, wow. Yeah, so she's like perfectly bobbing and weaving. And like, I mean, I get a sneeze is fast, but these characters are really, really powerful. So that's interesting. Lucky color, white. Uh-oh. Boom. Atari! For that reason, all sorts of moves and skills are useless against her. Oh, all sorts of, but not all. So the question is, what is most effective against? Probably just like, I understand, detonating an entire area. I think if you were to just like throw like a massive explosive in her face, I think she's cooked. But if your attacks require any sort of precision, and like they're aimed to hit specific parts, I think she's a bad matchup for her. So like a Nagumo probably would not like to fight Atari. Then again, it really depends. It depends on like how well this can be gapped by just raw stats. Because like the Order is clearly a tier above, Okamar is clearly a tier above. So like, for example, presumably, unless the Archer guy is just really, really crazy stats wise, which he seemingly is, he has a bad matchup with Atari. Because his attacks are all pinpoint precision. They're arrows. And sure, they have like large area of effect once they hit, but they need to hit. So like, maybe he's cooked. Maybe he's not the best person. If anything, someone like Carolina Reaper would have been a good matchup because he has large AoE attacks. And like, she couldn't, if for example, right, he threw a bunch of different spears at her. So they all missed. But like, if this was just a massive stream of fire, how is she dodging that? So I think that's it. You need big AoE attacks. Anything precision-based or narrow or pinpoint in its attack structure probably doesn't work well against her. Which is pretty broken, considering a lot of our casting crew is like that. Like, Osaragi's like that. Shishibo, while he uses hammers, is like that. Hyo was like that. Tanabanta, he very specifically uses the guitar pick, or not the guitar pick, the chord that he strums with. Tanabata, he uses the chord that he strums with as a precision attack and then strums. And then again, he can attach it to the ground, so maybe that would be effective, but even then, who knows, considering technically that still is a splinter precision attack. It doesn't necessarily do anything other than mess up your footing, which Atari would probably be able to counteract. Even Taurus, like, I guess you could argue, but Taurus is kind of fine-tuned too with his air guns, because what he does is aim in a precise area and finally chops down everything. So like, maybe that wouldn't work. honestly, Atari's kind of broken against a lot of the art. She would need the AoEers. And the only one I can think of on the top of my dome piece is, like, ironically enough, Club Jam and Carolina Reaper. Because like, both of their attacks seem mostly AoE. But, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, she hit a fan? Oh, alright, I'm confused. Ouch. Uh-oh, did he trigger one of his own floor traps? Let me guess. Yeah, he triggered one of his own floor traps. Yeah. Oh, well. So, interesting. So she can not only predict perfectly, but her reactions work well enough that, or the result of her actions can trigger bad luck in other people. That is a terrifying ability to go up against. In conflict, a smoke break brings luck. I guess your luck was worse. So this is the JA's world-class fortune teller. How is that fair? Oh, wow. So yeah, this was a whole chapter based on that. W chapter. Okay, so it's good to set up how powerful she is. And notably, while she has left floor B3, this does not immediately disqualify the rest of this arc happening, considering the maze-like structure of B2. They could be wandering for 5 more chapters for all we know. And considering we dedicate this entire chapter to them, without a single cutback to Shin and his crew, I do think we probably still do have a couple more chapters left, unlike what I was predicting. I thought we were going to spend like maybe half or 3/4 of the chapter and then cut back, but no, we never cut back. This was specifically a showcase of the potency of Atari and her abilities and sort of further establish her legitimacy as Shin's next mentor in ESP. I'll take that. I'll take that. A W chapter for that alone. And also, it's nice to bring back Higuchi. If it was solely to just execute him, that's a little unfortunate. But at the same time, out of all the side assassin characters we've gotten so far, he is sort of the least interesting in my opinion. I think the good luck gimmick is interesting enough. But I think it's good that we kind of just have him, someone we do know. Admittedly, I had to look him up and make sure it was him. But someone we do know the potency of. He was pretty powerful. And seeing him get done in like this by Atari is a good way to job. And we always gotta have jobbing in a battle manga, especially for an ability like this. So overall, a W chapter. If you're all the way to the end of this video, leave luck bad. You know, instead of bad luck, luck bad. See what I did there? But leave a luck bad in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon down below, where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions during the series I happen to review, I have variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 Patreon or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also do a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 2.5 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Zach with a pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, G Prosper, and Glacier XZ. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, Igneel Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine and Austin Wimberly, A Uchiha, along with Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, giga, legendary, superhuman, beyond the bounds of reality thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.